Hey everyone, it's been a while. I know, I'm really sorry. Things have been a little crazy here. It's summer in Wisconsin and things get carried away. We've had our daughter and grandkids over a lot lately, and then of course there's working on the garden and recovering from Jay having an accident in May. That was a big one. He hasn't even had a driver's license for a year yet. I wanted to show you a little bit about what's been going on here. And so here we go. Here is one of our garden spots. It is by our detached garage. It's not all finished. So we've got some tomato plants. They're both supposed to be, both of those are actually the same plant. They are a dwarf patio tomato. I don't know why the one is not growing compared to the other, but it's driving me nuts. It said plant in full sun. This is as close to full sun as this area is gonna get, so I don't know. And that is asparagus seeds. I don't know how long it takes for them to sprout. Any ideas? If anyone does, please comment below about that, because I have no clue. Usually I've gotten roots in the past, but I got a packet of seeds from Junhinqua, the Oneida farm here by in the Oneida reservation near me, and I thought I'd try them, and there's nothing. This weekend I was in Stevens Point, and I stopped at Young's Garden Center because they have a sale going on, and so I picked up zucchini, spaghetti squash, cucumbers, and a purple basil to get planted out here. Hopefully the basil won't die off like the other herbs that I've been planting. Yeah, look at this. These were from Myers, and so yeah, they've been wet because this whole area down here had water in it, just a little bit, so that they could reach the edge kind of thing. And it looks like the only thing that's still alive here is the thyme. This is Ava's plants from the farmer's market. We need to replant them into her pot that is over by the other side of the house still. In this box we have some onions, and we are trying for the first time ever artichokes. We will see how it goes. Artichokes, I'll also say full sun. One of them looks a little funky. The other one, it's kind of okay. And then we've got to get over here still. Here is another one of the artichokes. We got 4 of them. And this one too is being a little weird. It's just not growing. We've got some flowers here. We've got beans, some green and yellow bush beans. And then back there next to the pallet was some runner beans like those there that we had planted and grown last year. And they turned out pretty good. But I don't know if they've turned out pretty good, honestly, because by the time we got them planted, there was only a few that actually grew. So I'm trying to see how the seeds from last year go. These are all bush beans here. I'm going to have to plant some more vine beans here. Really want to see how that goes. I've been gone since Thursday evening, so I haven't been able to really get in here and do, by the way, it's Sunday night, July 8th. I need to get in here and get these going up. We replanted early last week, so we've got some little shoots going on as well as the big ones, so that hopefully we can keep it all moving. Maybe because I think I got the right seeds this year, that as long as we keep replicating the planting, we should be able to keep growing. You know, I just gotta get these tied up on here because we got spinach in here as well. There's some here. And we've got lettuce and carrots here. So a couple of rows of each going on. This is the first time that I've also ever dealt with seed tape. I just happened to grab it, and so that's what I've been doing with the carrots. Over here are some plants that Miss Ava had picked out. The flowers, the petunias, I think they are, and the marigolds are hers. There's chives in here, and this was mint. I had it growing inside in a old recycled Thrive Life number 10 can, and I don't know what happened, but it just went kaput. I was bringing it out during the day and in at night to harden it off, and it just nothing worked. Oh, there's mosquitoes out here. So we've got another artichoke here. This one seems to be doing really good compared to the other three. I have raspberry bushes or some kind of bushes here that I need to clip back. I'm always having to clip them back, and it's irritating. We were given a pool. So this is the coop that we use for our grow outs. We only have 2 chicks in the house right now that are going to be for bringing to the Oneida Farmers Market. Some little hand-raised chicks, I guess. Trying to see how they go. To show the kids throughout the summer what's it like to raise a chicken, what the cycle of our food is when it comes to chickens and eggs. And these guys, I have heard, they were tattled on. You guys have been sassy. Look at these guys. These are the babies that are 2 months old. We have Model Java, the black and white ones. The white ones are Chanticleer. And the dark colored ones, there's 2 up here I'm only seeing. Those are barn builders. And we've got my other adults down here. But Jay tattled that those babies are sneaking through the fence, and then they're roaming the yard, and we can't exactly have that happening. So, oh, look at, they're out of water. We only have 1 waterer because the other one broke a couple weeks ago. So that's the pan for the sunflower seeds. I threw sunflower seeds all over here. I don't see any growing in here yet. Hopefully some over there will start growing. See? There's some. There's some sunflowers growing there. I just scatter it and hope maybe, here we go. Here's a bigger one. Maybe some more will fly. Haha, you're flying. We don't have any roosters, well, adult roosters that we know of, but some of them are just, I don't know, maybe they're just henpecked. Because these 2 were the worst when we had the roosters, that red there, and the Welsomer there. And I don't know what's going on. They've got, in the corner behind the waterer, there's calcium for them to grab. But they're just not, I don't know. Let's see who's in here. You say hi, guys? Woo! They're going crazy, aren't they? There are so many mosquitoes. I need something for my yard. No eggs. Came home. Oh my, look it. Uh-oh. Somebody smushed an egg. They're shiny. They shouldn't be shiny. Where's the smushed egg? Right here. There's no shell left. What are you doing there? Now let's see. One more nest box to go. If I don't get eaten up alive. Yep, she's hidden another egg in here. The Icelandic, our little Icelandic that we have. Nobody can get in here but her. She's the only one. For some reason, she just likes constantly hiding eggs. And that's almost always where she ends up going. Where is she? Right there. The one with a floppy comb. At least we were told she was an Icelandic when we got her last year for free. But she will, in the past, in our mega feeder, she will just lay in the big silver one, right inside there. She's kind of silly. These guys are going crazy. The ones that we found on Thursday that were sneaking out of the fence were the Model Javas and the Chanticleers. And it's funny because they're the bigger ones, and I didn't think that they'd fit actually through there. I guess the guys threw some corn in there. Oh yeah, we've got one more garden to look at. The other garden is where I had a garden at last year. And we had a tiller kind of over the winter that we were trying to see if it would work for us, but as soon as we replaced one thing on it, something else would break. So we weren't able to put a tiller together, use a tiller. So this is straw bales from last year that I had already shredded and taken apart last fall. And yeah, they didn't do the greatest over here. Last summer, before I put down the hay bales, straw bales, and put down the mulch that I got from a nearby compost facility, Papa works at a paper converting company. And so about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, he brought home a huge roll, at least I want to say 7 feet tall. It's taller than me, and I am 6'3". Anyhow, he brought home a huge roll of medical drape that they're working on for 3M as a test. And so he's got this, it's big blue stuff, and it's just sitting in the garage. So I figure, hey, why not? I'll use that as a ground garden cloth to block weeds. And last year it worked great. This year I decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to pull it up and maybe the roots can go a little bit deeper. And I did, and then this is what happens. We got all the weeds coming up and everything. But we've got some tomatoes. I planted the indeterminate tomatoes that I knew of out here because all the tomato plants that we got were pre-planted. They're grown in a greenhouse from somewhere or other, and the indeterminate ones, which don't have any predetermined size, I put back here because I didn't want them up by the house. And they actually look a little bit smaller than the ones up by the house. And then I kind of just threw some corn to see what would happen because I don't really have, I mean, I have all this space here that I could utilize, but it's the prep work in the fall where, you know, I need to drop ground cloth, make lasagna stuff, you know, cover, cardboard, paper, mulch, you name it. And I don't always know if we're going to be here. I mean, it's a nice place here.